If you're looking to build your first resume, this video is for you. I'm Lila with AgHires, and today we're going to go over the basics of a resume and what needs to be included. To start, let's talk about the very top of your resume. The three main things you need at the top of your resume are your first and last name, your contact information, being just a professional email address and phone number, and your location. This doesn't need to be your full address, just a city and state is fine. Next is the middle of your resume, and what should take up most of your resume is your job experiences. For your job experiences, you're going to want to include your job title, the company name, and the date range in which you were employed there. That can all be on one line. Underneath that, you can start listing out your responsibilities and accomplishments in each role. This doesn't need to be an extensive list of everything you did in that job, but more so the main highlights and accomplishments, maybe 4 to 6 approximate bullet points. You want to list your job experiences in reverse chronological order, or with your current or most recent job at the top, working your way down. Now, should you put every job you've had on your resume? It depends, but most of the time it's not necessary. Now, if you're a student or early in your career, it is more appropriate to include all of your experiences because there might only be a couple. But if you've been in the workforce for a while and have had quite a few jobs, you'll want to list only your few most recent roles or your few most relevant roles to the jobs you're applying for. The next section of your resume should include your education. You're going to want to list your highest level of education, whether that's a high school diploma or GED, or a graduate degree. You want to include the level of degree, what you studied, and the month and year that you completed that education. The final section of your resume should include your skills. Think specific hard skills, like maybe softwares or programs that you're experienced in, and also soft skills or interpersonal skills that are relevant to the types of jobs you're looking for. You can also use this section to include any certifications or licenses or trainings that you've completed. Depending on your situation, especially for students or those early in their career, some other things you may want to consider adding are honors and awards, volunteer experience, and projects. And then when you have more work experience, you can kind of start weeding some of these items out as they become less relevant. A few extra tips when writing your resume. Number one is use a template to get you started and then customize it. There are a lot of free templates on Microsoft Word and Google Docs and Canva. Try to pick a simple template without graphics or designs. You want to use an easy to read font and keep that font and spacing the same throughout your entire resume. You can use bold and italics to set apart headers, for example. You also want to use bullet points instead of full sentences throughout your resume to make it more skimmable and easy to read. Try to keep your resume to 1 page. 2 pages is okay, maybe later in your career when you have more extensive experience to list, but when you're early in your career, 1 page is perfect. You also want to add relevant keywords for both the industry and jobs you're applying for throughout your resume. You can learn more about this in our video, Can Your Resume Make It Through Recruiting ATS? Best of luck in your job search, and be sure to follow AgHires for more helpful career tips.